If you've never heard of UGC before, I'm about to blow your mind, especially if you've been wanting to become a paid content creator in 2025 and beyond, but you have no clue what the heck to do or where to start, and especially if you have currently barely any followers. UGC stands for user generated content. Basically, in a nutshell, you get paid as a UGC creator for creating content that you don't have to post on your own social media accounts. You're just making the content, sending it to the brands that hire you so they can take it and use it for their own marketing purposes. And I'll explain it more clearly because that's the basic definition. But for example, I've been hired by all sorts of companies. I got started with like 1 or 200, for sure less than 300 followers when I landed my first paid UGC deal. Basically, an app company that I emailed, I started UGC, I created like a simple portfolio using random things around my house. I created video examples, made a quick portfolio on Canva, started reaching out to companies as a UGC creator. And the first brand that hired me was an app, and they just wanted more videos, like short social media videos that I created, so that they could take it and run as ads across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I think YouTube Shorts. And they took the videos of me like explaining their app and how it worked. It was called the Captions app, which is like a huge app now, but they hired me for 5 videos. They paid me like $750. It took me like a few hours to do those videos. I think they were super simple. I sent them those videos. I never had to post it on my own socials. They just took it and they ran it as ads on social media so they could get more app downloads. Does that make sense? I've been doing UGC for over 3 years now, and it literally did a 180 on my life. I was working a stressful 9-to-5 job. I was making good money. I was making 6 figures, and I was just completely, it was just horrible. Like I hated it, right? And so I started UGC in 2022 with the goal of making like $1,000 extra a month just to like pay bills and all this stuff, right? And then I quickly realized how much money you could make as a UGC creator. And so I started taking it more seriously. I landed more UGC deals, a lot of just like one-off deals in the beginning, charging like $200 a video. But a lot of companies want to hire you for multiple videos, so it's usually like multiple hundreds of dollars, if not like thousands of dollars, if you do it the right way. But a lot of companies were hiring me. I was getting better at UGC, just knowing how to take a product, how to take my phone, film it, throw it into CapCut, edit it in a way that works for them. I was doing mostly ad videos, but anyways, fast forward 14 months after I started UGC, I replaced that 6-figure job with only UGC deals. Since I quit in October of 2023, almost 2 years ago, I have taught over 10,400 something people how to start and succeed with UGC as well. And it's been insane, but the decision to start UGC and pursue UGC wholeheartedly literally changed my entire life. When previously I figured only influencers were landing paid brand deals, I just had no idea what UGC even was. And then just to learn about it, pursue it, and then be able to quit my job and support my family, doing UGC and now teaching UGC, it's been literally life-changing. So I have so many videos talking about this. You can go to my profile, you can follow me, and you'll see I have hundreds, I probably have thousands of videos at this point talking about UGC, explaining it, giving tips, things I've learned over the last 3 years. So feel free to follow me if you like this information. Save this video just so you don't lose it. I hate when that happens. You can hopefully refer back to this video when you're like, wait, what was that girl talking about? Was it UCG? Was it? Yeah, it was. So you can always go back. So save this video. And then if you do want to get started with UGC, I mentioned I teach people, right? So I have a course. That's where I've taught over 10,000 people. But I also have a free resource if you're just like, I'm not totally sure I want to get into UGC and spend $87 learning from this girl I just saw. I have a free checklist that over 63,000 people or something crazy have downloaded, and it's helped people get started, or at least learn more about UGC, see if it's right for them, and get started down this pathway of becoming a UGC creator. There's obviously a lot of like moving parts, right? Like I mentioned a portfolio, what are the steps basically is what I wish I had known and I kind of pieced together information from other people that were starting UGC back in 2022. So I made this checklist for anybody who wants to learn more about UGC, exactly what it is, and know the right steps to take to start UGC. It'll help you hopefully a lot. But if you pause this video, save it so you don't lose it, go to my profile and just click the Stan Store link. You've probably seen Stan Stores before. It's just where I put all my links around my course. Then you'll see the second option is the free checklist. Put your name, email. I'll email it to you right away, just so you can get started with UGC. I don't know. I'm not like a dramatic person, but I always say it could change your life, just because that's literally what's happened to me with UGC. So I hope the checklist helps. Yeah, go grab it. I'll just give you some examples of like companies I've worked for though, because that's kind of what I wanted to know and like how it all worked. In the beginning, I just wanted to know what the heck I was going to be doing. So if you go to my profile, actually, I have a pinned video that has 3 UGC videos I have done. I've been hired to do 4 different companies, and that'll give you a visual on what style videos typically are going to be UGC videos. But you have likely, like I could probably bet all my money that you have seen dozens and dozens of UGC videos like done by UGC creators, and you have no clue that they were UGC creators because you didn't know what UGC was. You thought they were like maybe influencers. But whenever you like scroll on Facebook and Instagram and you see those ad videos of random people talking about like for instance, like this cool water bottle that I got at a UGC event in Amsterdam a few weeks ago. Like if this company hired me to, you know, they want to run more ads or whatever, they would hire me to create a video about this water bottle, all the benefits, all that stuff. You know, those random videos that you see like as ads on Facebook and Instagram? Those are almost always UGC creators who got paid to create that content, and most of them are not influencers. Most of them do not have that many followers. So you've seen a bunch of UGC without even realizing it. But go to my profile, watch my pinned video that is that's the UGC example videos, and then the next, like, so with companies that I've worked with, you'll see in that example video. But I've worked with all sorts of companies. A lot of people think that you have to like niche down, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm only interested in makeup, so I'm only going to do like makeup companies and only reach out to makeup companies. That's fine if you want to do whatever you want. It's your life. But I chose not to niche down and like pigeonhole myself into any like category, just because I didn't really know. Like I was like, yeah, you know, I have little kids and everything, so I've done like kid content, and like a baby monitor company hired me for UGC, but like I didn't really pigeonhole myself. So I've worked with all sorts of companies, tons of app companies. I love making content for apps. App companies, you know, health and wellness, clothing companies. I had a monthly retainer from a clothing company that hired me for, what was it, 5 videos per month. They paid me like $1,500. Those videos were like 10 to 13 seconds long because they were just Instagram reels. So they weren't running those as an ad. They were as ads. They were literally just sending me so many free clothes, really nice clothes. I would make short videos, send them the short videos, and then they would have that as they would just post them as Instagram reels. I've done a lot of pet UGC, so I just last week submitted and got approved. I sent 2 videos for this like pet app, because I have 2 cats. So pet UGC is a huge thing. Tons of my students inside my course have worked with BarkBox. If you have pets, you should be doing UGC 100%. I've worked, again, clothing companies like eyewear company, footwear, financial institutions. I did a UGC deal with like a almost like an autotrader.com, but it was different. There's just so many things. Like a lot of my students are Gen Xers and baby boomers, and not that every single deal that they get is because of their age, but a lot of times it is like hearing aid companies, like menopausal, like supplements or whatever. A lot of like, you know, maybe insurance companies. So many companies hire UGC creators, people of all ages, of all backgrounds. So yeah, I don't know, just like the opportunities are out there. But if you did not know what UGC was, now you do, hopefully. If you want the free checklist, it's yours, you can grab it. But hopefully you start UGC.